Finance Minister Sitharaman para Parliament fourth Union Budget diche. Capital expenditure 35% opor huise fiscal year 2023. Electronic saman kheti de kam koribole laga saman khan aro textile khan dibi sosta hobo koise. Bahar pra anya saman khan opor bi sosta kori dibo. Finance Minister Brand North East jagade age loi jabo karne nutun schemes khan intizam kori dikna ase. North East laga bosti border state taka khan opor development nimite nutun program khan bi anibo koise. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman pra Tuesday din financial year 2022-2023 laga union budget parliamente jonaise. Nirmala pra koise desh financial year 2022 laga economic growth to 9.2% ase aro itu to alak economics khan logode compare korile to sobse dangor ase. Nirmala pra budget dia same COVID-19 pandemic pra jun manu duk paise tahan opor mon duk pi janai dise. Budget dia session de sobse dangor dhyan dia to capital expenditure uthai dia thakise 35% fiscal year 2023. Budget session de Finance Minister pra koise PM Gatishakti, inclusive development, energy transition and climate change aro financing investment opor de bishi dhyan di ase.
I present the budget for the year 2022-23. At the outset, sir, I want to take a moment to express my empathy for those who had to bear adverse health and economic effects of the pandemic. The overall sharp rebound and recovery of the economy is reflective of our country's strong resilience. India's economic growth in the current year is estimated to be 9.2%, highest among all large economies. I recognize we are in the midst of an Omicron wave with high incidence but milder symptoms. Further, the speed and coverage of our vaccination campaign has helped greatly. With an accelerated improvement of health infrastructure in the past 2 years, we are in a strong position to withstand challenges. I am confident that with Sabka Prayas, we will continue our journey with strong growth. Honorable Speaker, sir, Budget 2021-22 had provided a sharp increase in provision for public investment or capital expenditure. Throughout the year, with the Honorable Prime Minister guiding the implementation, our economic recovery is continuing to benefit from the multiplier effect. This budget continues to provide impetus for growth. It lays a parallel track of 1. A blueprint for the Amrit Kal, which is futuristic and inclusive. This will directly benefit our youth, women, farmers, the scheduled castes and the scheduled tribes. And number 2, big public investment. Number 2, big public investment for modern infrastructure, readying for India at 100. This shall be guided by PM Gatishakti and be benefited by the synergy of multimodal approach. Moving forward on this parallel track, we lay the following 4 priorities: PM Gatishakti, inclusive development, productivity enhancement and investment, sunrise opportunities, energy transition and climate action, and 4, financing of investments.
Finance Minister Nirmala pra khota kura same koise 2022-23 union laga budget te bishi manur pra istemal kura saman laga dam nami jabo. Saman khan to mobile phones, charger, imported machineries, diamond, jewelries, imported umbrellas, chappal aru juta khan laga dam namia dikhi pabo. Nirmala pra itu hi noi kina tax tia manohan ki bi batai dise. tax dia khan nimite sarkar pradesh te kisam development kam khan kuri kina chapo parise. Itu hin hoi kintu tax dia manukhan opor GST khan lagai dia pichidebi khali manjur kuria hin hoi kintu pishi mon di gina tax khan dia mamlate enthusiastically contribute kurise.
So remarkable progress in GST. GST has been a landmark reform of independent India, showcasing the spirit of cooperative federalism. While aspirations were high, there were huge challenges too. These challenges were overcome deftly and painstakingly under the guidance and the oversight of the GST Council. We can now take pride in a fully IT-driven and progressive GST regime that has fulfilled the cherished dream of India as one market, one tax. There are still some challenges remaining, and we aspire to meet them in the coming year. The right balance between facilitation and enforcement has engendered significantly better compliance, and enforcement has engendered better compliance. GST revenues are buoyant despite the pandemic. I would bring in something which I've got to know this morning, not part of my speech, but worth putting in here for the knowledge of the Honourable House. I would like to bring to the notice of this House that the gross GST collections for the month of January 22 are rupees 1,40,986 crores, which is the highest since the inception of GST. This has been possible due to rapid economic growth, recovery, post-COVID, recovery post-COVID, as well as various policy and administration undertaken by central and state tax administrations. Taxpayers deserve applause for this growth. Not only did they adapt to the changes, but enthusiastically contributed to the cost of paying taxes. Customs reforms and duty rate changes. Customs administration has reinvented itself over the years through liberalized procedures and infusion of technology. Faceless customs has been fully established. During COVID-19 pandemic, customs formation have done exceptional frontline work against all odds, displaying agility and purpose. Customs reforms have played a very vital role in domestic capacity creation, providing level playing field to our MSMEs, easing the raw material supply side constraints, enhancing ease of doing business, and being an enabler to other policy initiatives such as PLI and phased manufacturing plans. My proposal on customs side are aligned to these objectives. Project imports and capital goods. National Capital Goods Policy 2016 aims at doubling the production of capital goods by 2025. This would create an employment opportunities and result in increased economic activity. However, several duty exemptions, even extending to over 3 decades, in some cases have been granted to capital goods for various sectors like power, fertilizer, textiles, leather footwear, food processing, and fertilizers. These exemptions have hindered the growth of the domestic capital goods sector. Similarly, project import duty concessions have also deprived the local producers of a level playing field in areas like coal mining projects, power generation, transmission or distribution projects, railway and metro projects. Our experience suggests that reasonable tariffs are conducive to the growth of domestic industry and make in India without significantly impacting the cost of essential imports. Accordingly, Honourable Speaker, Sir, it is proposed to phase out the concessional rates in capital goods and project imports gradually and apply a moderate tariff of 7.5%, certain exemptions for advanced machineries that are not manufactured within the country shall continue.
Desh laga North East region khan te bi mon dibole ase koigina budget session de koise. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman pra nutun schemes khan dalibo North East region ke promote aro develop kori dipon le. Tai pra koise North East region laga posti borders khan thaka khan opor bi nutun aro bhal program khan lubo. 112 districts pra 95% bishi age jaise health aro infrastructure de koigina janai dise. Nirmala Sitharaman pra Lok Sabha de union budget dia same bishi bhal aro biya response paise politicians khan pra. PM Modi pra itu opor koise budget to people friendly and progressive budget ase. Bishi union ministers pra itu budget opor mansur thakise kintu oppositions khan pra middle class khan manu opor dhyan hoi koigina khota kurise. Mamata Banerjee pra itu budget to janta khan nimite iku kam kran noi nai kuise aro senior congress leader Rahul Gandhi pra Modi sarkar opor hamla kurise itu budget opor. Tai pra koise middle class aro dukhya manu aro kisan khan karne itu budget pra iku moded dia noi koigina khota kurise.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 10 in Global Chapter, and for Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter.
For the middle classes, a vast and wide